Hi guys, happy mother freaking Saturday. Today is July 25th and it's time to write a new book for me. So that's why I'm here. It's new book writing time. I am here probably until 11 or 12. We'll see how it goes. So we'll be here for at least 3 or 4 hours. If you were wondering, I am showered, so there will not be a midnight shower for me because I prepared. And yeah, it's going to be good. I am starting a book. I kind of started, but I couldn't keep my mind focused. So I'm actually starting. I have like a paragraph written. I'm actually starting this book with you guys, and I will probably end it with you guys just as I have the last, I don't know, 5 books that I've written. So that will be fun. Let me get a pen real quick so I can get my handy dandy tracker ready, because you guys know that in 2021 I have committed to writing down all of my writing sprints along with my editing, and it's been going pretty good. So need to create a new page. I am writing, what is this book called? Oh no. Seducing the Cowboy. That's what it is. Seducing the Cowboy. Yes. The last one that I wrote with you guys actually made USA Today. So that was very exciting. Totally surprised. Like, you know, you never expect that. I mean, some authors do, but I never expect it. So that was really cool. But yeah. Okay. The Forest app code is down below if you would like to plant a tree with us. We will probably start off with a 15-minute warm up, and then I will create a poll and let you guys decide what we sprint for the rest of the night. But yeah, anyway, let me go to the comments real quick. See how everyone's doing. Hey Ninja, Ariel, Steph. Hey, yay. I need to get some writing done. Yes, I'm so happy. Yay. Yes. Hey JC, how are you? I've missed you too. 2 chapters to write for this book, and then it's off to betas. Oh my gosh, you'll get that done. Yay. Yes, I'm doing good. I've been in a weird, very, very strange headspace all week, and so it's just social media right now is just a little bit too much for me to handle. And y'all know I take blood pressure meds, and just, they'd probably call me a little triggered snowflake. So it's best if I don't hang out on Facebook and just, focus on writing. Plus, like, I've been missing my dad a lot, so won't cry, but anyway, just sneaks up on you. But yes, me too, Kimberly. Me too. Iris is here. Yay. Oh my gosh. Yes, please like the stream, guys. It tells YouTube that my live streams don't suck, and maybe they'll send out notifications to everyone. I still have issues with people saying that they don't get notified when I go live, so I don't know what's up with that. Hello. Hi. Yes. Yes, it's so good to see y'all. I'm so happy. A Facebook user, go up to the top and click that link. Sometimes it does what it's supposed to, other times it doesn't. So you might have to reauthorize so we can see who we're speaking to. Hey Valerie, Stephanie's here. Yes, yes. I need to focus. I need to focus on writing just as much as you guys do. So it's kind of selfish of me, but it works. Yes, I love it. How has the weather been where y'all are? Today, it was 100 in Texas. It was 100. We're under a burn ban right now because we are in a drought, which is so crazy. So it's just been super hot and gross outside, and been trying to hang out. There's still some stuff we need to do for the van before we go to Yellowstone again, and so it's bringing me back to last summer working in the heat. But you know how it goes. Yes. Thank you so much, Deidre. Yeah, I set up my Scrivener. I've got my outline set up. I am pretty much ready to go. I just need to get the words down. I've got a really good idea how I'm going to start the prologue. And build this character from the very beginning, because our readers don't know much about him, so I'm pretty excited about that. Quit counting, now counting pages. That's funny. It does get to that point. Yay. Y'all would be so proud of me. I haven't been to Starbucks in 2 weeks. What? Who am I? I'll tell you who I am. We got quart bucks at home because I bought, don't judge me for buying plastic, but I bought plastic cups that are just like Starbucks. So I've just been making my espresso at home and not spending all that money every day. Should I promote the first book? Yes. Yes. Terrellyn, yes. 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 When you write a duet, you will promote the first book more than the second book 100% of the time, because the goal is to get them to read the first one, whether it's full price or on sale or free, so then they will buy the second one and continue on. So your first book is the most important book of any series that you're writing, regardless if it's duets, if it's trilogies, if it's 6-book standalones, if it's 6-book duet series, if it's a 12-book series. Your first book is your most important tool for marketing to get people to get into that series and buy that second book. So when you are promoting the second book, you will still heavily promote the first book more than that second one. The second book promotion is for your readers who already read the first book, but your goal is to always find new readers for the first one. So yes, at any point, if you can promote the first book anywhere, a anthology, a freebie, a sell, a whatever, as you are releasing, or after you release that second book, depending on how far apart they're going to release, then do that, because you need to hook them with the first book. Nobody cares about the second book in a duet if they haven't read the first one. 0 people care about that second book if they haven't read the first one. That's 100% true. But anyway. Yes, Raphael, you can do it. Yay. Okay, Cheryl, awesome. I'm so glad. It's Shay. It's terrible. It's the worst. It's freezing. I'm getting on a plane. I'm coming to Australia because I am dying. Everybody, I won't even say it. Everybody in Texas is just gross and just sweaty and yeah, Kimberly, you know what I'm talking about. You're like 45, you're like an hour away from me. It's been really bad today. So gross. Oh my God, 101. Our high today was 100. I think the heat index was 110. It's been sucky. Charlotte, probably not. I'm just being honest. I only live stream when I'm writing a book. So when I'm in edits, it's easier for me to not write. So I guess you could look at my writing schedule and be like, oh, well, she's going to release a book in August. So probably in June and July, she'll be writing. August will probably be full of edits. I release in October, which means September will probably be full of live streams. I release in November, so half of October will probably be full of live streams. And then at the end of the year, we'll be trying to catch up and do stuff like that. So I will be live streaming at the end of the year because we're trying to get ahead. But it's usually based on my writing schedule. For me, since the last part. You moved to Texas, Iris. Which part are you at? I would, if I could snap my fingers and trade you in a heartbeat, I would. I'm in Southeast Texas. I'm on the border of Louisiana and Texas. A record. I don't know. I don't know what that's referring to. Yeah, it sucks. 51,000. Oh my gosh, Ninja, that's amazing. What do you do if you don't like the first one as much as the other ones in the series? Oh, then I would work on rewriting that first one until you do like it. If you can't sell the first book in a series, you're going to have a hard time selling the rest of that series. The first book needs to be the best book that you've pretty much ever written for the series. It should be the baseline. Okay, so like, it doesn't have to be the absolute best book in the series, but it needs to be the baseline of where your quality is going to be. So if your first book is amazing and it's like the best book ever and your readers are continuing on, and you keep that baseline of the greatness in the series, then your read through rate will be much higher for the series. If your first book sucks, then you should just not even write in that series anymore and start something new. Because if you can't sell that first book, nobody's going to give two craps about the rest of the books in that series, unless it's an interconnected standalone. Sometimes that will work, but when it's a duet series, or when it's a trilogy, or if it's a continuation series, like a 5-book series that's surrounding the same characters, if your first book sucks, just end it and do something else. You have to have a very good first book, and you have to end it with a very good hook to keep your readers reading. Otherwise, just write standalones, because then, I mean, if you're not trying to get them to read through a series, then why are you writing series? Yay, Deidre, that's awesome. Yes, Arizona gets hot too. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's very humid down here. So you feel like you're breathing in hot air. Camp Nano. I probably will not be writing in Nano. Hey, yeah. Awesome. Yes. Yes. Book 1, so even when book 2 releases, you still want to just overly promote book 1, because then you can be like, series now complete, duet series now complete, trilogy now complete, whatever. Start with book 1. That's when your hard push for that book. And even after, like years later, like years upon years later, like we wrote Checkmate how long ago? I mean, it's been 2016. We still push This Is War pretty hard. We pushed the first book in all of our series pretty hard, because if you can hook them there, then the probability of them reading through is higher. If you lose them in the first book, then you might as well just start a whole new series where you can write a better first book. Oh yes, I know. Who am I? I've lost it. I go on these no Starbucks boycotts. Like, I do it randomly, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna drink Starbucks for a week. And we're going on 2 weeks, which is really good, because it's a bad habit, and I don't need to be spending money like that. It's stupid. Like, because you can't just get one coffee. Like, what am I doing? And when I worked corporate, I spent way too much money on Starbucks. It was the way that I escaped work. I'd be like, okay, well, bye. I'm going to get Starbucks on my lunch break. See y'all later. And so I don't know if I attribute going to Starbucks as like escaping. I don't know. It's a bad habit. And they opened one that's a mile from my house. So I'm like, I got to stop this. I got to stop it. So I'm going to get through these comments, and then we're going to get started, guys. Are y'all good with a 15-minute, or do you want to try to go for like a 20-minute? Yeah, I would consider rewriting it. And I'll say this, if it's something that you've already published and the reviews are just terrible, like they're just going after you in those reviews, and you feel like there's no way that you can properly rewrite this first book because there's so many problems, I would consider unpublishing it, and then hiring a critique partner who will give you real feedback, and take in all the negative reviews into account and see what they're saying, because usually they say the same things over and over. With new authors, it's usually pacing, showing or telling instead of like showing, and the story is way too predictable. That's what I've found. I've recently tried to read a bunch of books um, by newer authors, and I am a very, very picky reader, which is why I don't beta read for anybody or critique for anybody because I can be pretty brutal. Um, and I can tell you that most of the time it's pacing. Like the pacing is off. They're giving me external conflicts when I need to care about the character. Because at the beginning of the book, if I'm like, this character needs to just die already, like, please, can we get rid of this person? Like, I don't even want to, I hope this person dies in like the first chapter. If your readers feel like that, then you have not really developed the internal conflict and you're too worried about external. And at the very beginning of a book, nobody cares about that. You know, they care about the characters. So, yeah. I usually don't give writing advice. I try to stay away from that. I'm always like, go to somebody else. There's other people who have all the advice for writing, but I'm a very, very picky reader. How soon before your book comes out should you do a cover reveal? Do you have to do one at all before the book releases? I don't think you have to do one. I think it's good to do one because it's just a way that you can do a marketing push before you release. So, how far in advance to do one? That depends on you. If you're one of those authors who writes consistently and releases a lot, like a Kindle Unlimited author, I could see where it wouldn't be beneficial to do a cover reveal. Because if you're releasing every week, then why would you waste time doing that when the next week you're just going to move on to the next book? That doesn't make sense. If you are one of those people who are wide or you're in Kindle Unlimited and you release less, so let's say that you release 4 books per year instead of every month, then I would say that you would want to reveal your cover sometime in those months where you're not releasing so people don't forget about your name and they don't forget about your brand. And it gives you an opportunity to just remind people that you're there and that you're writing and that the series is coming. And so you use that as a push. Also, when I was newer, I would say, oh, don't reveal your cover until like 6 or 8 weeks before you release. If you have pre-order up and you're on all platforms, people are more likely to pre-order a book with a cover than with a cover placement file. So if you've got your actual cover up and they come across it because someone was talking about the blurb or whatever the case is, the probability of them ordering it with the cover up is higher with it not. So with those tips in mind, that's when you should reveal your cover. I know I didn't give you a specific time because there's not one. It depends on how you publish and what your publishing schedule is. So if you publish every 3 months, you use the cover reveals as a marketing tactic to get more eyeballs on your work. If you're one of those people who releases every week or every month, you probably don't really need to do a cover reveal because you're just going to oversaturate your own readers with your work, oversaturate your bloggers with your work. And you don't want to wear people down. Because if you have a cover reveal every 2 weeks and you're releasing on the other 2 weeks, like you're just going to exhaust everyone, including yourself. So maybe that was a really long answer to that, but it depends on your publishing schedule and what you're trying to accomplish. If you have pre-order up, if you're rapid releasing, all of that matters. Yeah, in Texas too in the summer. But 15, 20, is to learn how to make my own Starbucks and teenage. Yes. Deidre, I bought these cups on Amazon for $15. There's 50 of them. For $15, I can have 50 coffees in a cup that I enjoy that makes me not want to go to Starbucks. Worth it. Oh yeah, let's set some intentions. I'm going to shoot for 250 words for 15 minutes. I think I have a really good place to start. For my love triangle, the biggest critique was that there wasn't enough angst. An editor gave me some bad advice. I agree with unpublishing the book. I did it even though it was hard. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because if there's not enough angst and you just make it easy, then nobody cares. They're like, oh, well, I mean, they could have just gotten together in chapter 2 or 3. You need that angst. It keeps them with romance specifically. It's all trope based, right? And so what makes our stories different than every other romance writer's story is the elements that we bring in and the way that we develop our characters and the worlds that we build. At the basis, the stories are all exactly the same, right? But without the angst, you don't keep readers reading. Like they'll just end it. If you're me, if it's me and I am not drawn to these characters or care, or there's nothing that keeps me reading, I'll quit. I'll rage quit in the second chapter. I have started, I think, 17 different books, and not one of them has kept my attention. Oh, I'm such a picky reader. An elevator pitch, like for an agent. I can't think of anything right now because I don't really do elevator pitches. So I have a book coming out in April of next year. Is November or January too early? No. If it's up for pre-order and it's wide on all platforms, you could do it like now. We're revealing our covers in July for books that release in March. Yeah. For a book that's releasing in March, we're doing our cover reveal in July. So I have 1,000,000 cups. I do. Brooke was like, you bought those cups and you have like so many cups in your cabinet. 150. Yes, we're going to get started. I'm going to stop talking. I promise. It's just been a while since I've chatted with you guys. I've missed you so much. I've missed you guys so much. 800 words in 20 minutes. Matt, I wish. That's beast mode. Hey, some people can do it. I'm not doubting you at all. Which is 3, so my intent is 1 page. Yeah, you can do it. I know. It doesn't. Life is too short to read bad books. And what I think is a bad book, other people have told me they're amazing. They were all these books were recommended to me. They were I was told they were amazing. And I get through chapter 1 or 2 and I'm like, I can't. This is no. Too wordy. Get to the point. I need action. I have ADHD. You can't be slow. I need fast pace at the very beginning, especially if it's like a dark romance. The story started too fast. Guess what the reader said? The book started too slow. So you have to find somewhere in the middle. That's the thing. If they're saying it's too slow and your editor's saying it's too fast, then maybe it was too fast. But then you took that advice and you made it way too slow. So the pacing was off right at the beginning. And usually when that happens, it's hard to recoup because you lose too many people before they get to the meat and potatoes of the story. Okay. Yeah, I'm a picky reader too. I used to force myself to read every book I started when I was in my 20s. It was like one of my things. I was like, nope, I'm going to force my way through it. One of the last books I forced my way through was a zombie book. I think that had Abraham Lincoln. I don't know. It was like 2012. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. If it sucks, it sucks. And just because I think it sucks doesn't mean it sucks. It wasn't for me. There's a million other people who think it's amazing. Okay, so how about we go ahead and get started? All right, I'm going to start our howler and plant our candy tree, and I'll meet you back here in 15 minutes. Look for the poll, guys. It'll be up on YouTube. Good luck. Okay, guys. Sprint 1 is now over. Okay, let me see how many words I got. Sprint number 1 was 15 minutes. My intention was 250. And I got 342. 342. I'm actually very happy with that. And I really like the words that I wrote, so that makes me happy. Okay, here is the new banner. Our tree died, so I went ahead and set up the new code. Wait, that's not the new code. In my brain, I set up the new code, but I actually didn't in real life. Let me type it in real quick. All right, 32BGK 8KSG. That's it. That's the one. Y'all let me know how you did. What else was I going to do? Oh, the poll. Let's go to the poll. Like I started one, right? What is this thing doing? Do y'all see a poll right now? Because it's like gone on my screen. I could have swore I started one. Hold on. Let me refresh this. Oh, there it is. Okay. That was so strange. Like the poll was like it didn't even exist. It was like gone. And I was like, I know that I set this poll up. I know that I did. Okay. Let's end it. I had to refresh and then it popped up. Okay. 20 minutes won by 51%. Dang, you guys. Okay. I see you, 20 minutes. Let's change trees. Let's do a Sunday tree. All right. Sweet. Let's read some comments. How many likes do we have on this video? Let me go back and look. 40? Come on. There's like 70 people in here. 30 of you need to go ahead and upvote that stream. Okay. I'm going to read some comments real quick. Scrolling back up. Need to take a break. Understandable. Good job. Hey, that sucks that you don't like them, but it is better than 0. Sometimes you need some warm up round to find your groove, to get it going. Good job, Brittany. Wrote 250, awesome. 200, but had to delete old scene. It's okay. Working on character profiles, so no words, but I'm making progress. That's all that matters. I only got 162, but I'm in the planning stage. Awesome. Good job. 3 pages done. Nice. Tension was 150. I got 268. Total word count is 52, 187. Amazing. Good job, Deidre. You beat that 200. Got over 100. You got 116. Good job. 14,596. I imagine that's your total for your story, not how many you got in 15 minutes. 340. Good job. 61. Awesome. Doing some planning for a Kindle Vella story I'm thinking of giving a try. I was able to name a few of my characters. Just need 5 more names. Awesome, Candace. Just shy of 1 page, but I love these words. I like it. It's 54%. Yes. Okay, y'all all see it. Man, I'm way behind on comments. 68, 140. Let's skip some of these. 43. Yay, good job, Carolyn. 114. Oh no. You know, Cheryl, when I had the thing that shall not be named, Um, I noticed when I couldn't taste my coffee, and that's when my hypochondria, like, really went crazy because I was telling Will, I was like, "My coffee doesn't taste right. It tastes like pennies." Like, I was drinking penny water, and his eyes were like, "That's a sign of you know what," and I was like, "No, it's not," and then I Googled it, and I was like, "Oh my god, it is. I need to go take a test." And then I did, and then I had it for, like, 16 days. Some new topics for poems. Jaden. Um, New topics for poems. I always write about nature for some reason when I would write poems. I don't know, just like the way that the trees blow in the wind and how sunlight reflects off water. I don't know. It's okay, Iris. Better than zero. Hey, better than zero, Jennifer. 300. Awesome. Okay, so intention 300, reality 432, killed it in 15 minutes. Awesome. How about we set some intentions for a 20-minute? I am going to shoot for 20 minutes. I'm in the prologue. I know exactly where I'm going though. And usually this doesn't happen for me at the beginning of the book. I've sat on this prologue for about a week and I've really just like thought about it. And so like I know exactly what I want to write. I'm gonna shoot for 350. I think it's doable. Hopefully I'll get 500 though. That would be great. Intention 500, intention 5 pages, 350, 500. Getting the kids ready for bed. 300, you got it, Stephanie. Finish naming my characters and starting episode 1. Also feeding the little ones their dinner. Multitasking. Edit this chapter, 200 words. 300, 250, 150. I love it. 100, 300. Awesome. Has everybody joined the Forest app who wants to join? Also, if you are joining the Forest app and you think that you're going to click out of your phone, make sure that deep focus mode is turned off. Then you won't kill everybody's trees. And you can still play on your phone and you can still plant trees with this. 200, I'll go for 250. Yes. One poem or almost one complete poem. I love it. Intention 150. Perfect, guys. Is like a feral cat. No, Ariel. I feel like that every time I start a new book. Like, it's okay. Like, you know what? Courtney writing this book right now, it's okay. Like, it's going to be slow going. But you know what? Once you hit that halfway point, you're going to zoom through this mother effer like it ain't nothing. Because that's how I write. So you just have to know your habits and know where your strengths and weaknesses are and know that you will make it to the other side of whatever struggle you are in your writing right now. You will do it. You do it every single time. And if this is your first book, then this is what I like to call the growing pains of learning what it takes to be a writer. Because your first book, you learn a lot of things about yourself that you might not have known, at least your creative writing self. And some of those growing pains and those things that you do in the first book, they don't go with you throughout your career. So I used to be really great at starting a book and I sucked at finishing it. Now, like, what, 48 books in the making now? Is it 48? 40? I don't know, 40 something books. The beginning takes me a lot more time because I know the importance of world building and developing characters in the beginning, and the pacing has to be right. So the beginning now is not really a struggle point, but I can't write it as fast as the end. I can blow through the end of a book. Like, I can write 5 chapters in a day, finish it up. But in the beginning, it takes me a while to get like 3 chapters. It'll take me days to get 3 chapters, and that's okay. That's my cycle. It's good to know your cycle. Hello. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I learned a lot about myself too. I did nano was the first time I ever started and finished a project, and I learned a lot about myself during that month. I learned what my strengths and weaknesses were, and what my pain points were on the novel next month. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so how about we go ahead and get started? I'm going to start our howler. I'll plant our tree. I'll meet you back here in 20 minutes and look for the poll for the next sprint. Good luck, guys. did y'all do? Gonna change this forest app real quick, and then I'll tell y'all how I did. I'm so happy with the words I'm writing right now. Like, that usually never happens. Okay, ZA9UU7SG. Okay, that looked very short to me. The poll is at 25. All right, we'll just go ahead and set that up too. All right. Man, I am on top of it today. Okay. Let me tell y'all how I did. Okay. At 493. Almost 500. That's so crazy. Because I was joking. I was like, oh man, I would love to get 500. That would be amazing. I'm halfway done with this prologue, so I'm super excited about that. But let's see how we did, everybody. Probably should have put something in my hair so then it would hold my curls, because I did not. And so I know it's going to dry and it's going to be frizzy because it's hot AF outside. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine it having it that many times. The one time I had it was January 2020? No, 2021. And I was out for like 16 days. It was the strangest sensation ever. That's okay. That's still productive. Oh no, Stephanie, do you save yours in your Dropbox? Because maybe you need to open your file from your Dropbox. Oh no, I hate that. 586, good job. Oh my gosh, 753, that's 253 more than you wanted. That's incredible. 383, amazing. 586, I love it. 483, wanted 5, got 6. I ate dinner and hydrated, so 0. Hey, that's so important. Being hydrated and eating is. Finished editing that chapter and wrote 91 words. Good job, Carolyn. 536 this round, so happy with how this is going. Yay, Steph, that's amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It should be somewhere. Because I know that, like, my Scrivener has force closed before, like, just, like, closed for no reason. And I thought maybe since I didn't close it, that it didn't save, but it was, but I had to go and recall the file. So hopefully it's still there somewhere. 437 away from 53. Amazing. Oops. It just jumped. Where were we? Is this where we were? This is where we were. Yay. Yes. Awesome. Yay. 458. Good job. Yay, you did it, Brooke. Maybe the C drive. Got some names, but dinner for me and kids. Yay. Awesome, Candace. Yes, that's right. You got to drink that water and hydrate. Making changes. Oh, the headaches were so weird. Like, I was in a weird brain fog. Like, okay, so before I knew that I actually had it, I had little things that happened. So the not being able to taste my coffee was like the number one thing. But I had brain fog so bad that when I got home to my house, we have a keypad. I couldn't remember the number to get inside my house. And the front and back door both have keypads and they have different numbers, right? Because don't make all your keypad numbers the same. I couldn't remember either one of them. I stood there for like 5 minutes and Will was out of town or he was busy doing something, and I was like, I cannot randomly text him and be like, "Hey, what's the code to get into the house?" Like, I had to try it so many times until I figured it out. It was terrible. I've never felt like that in my life. It was very scary. You're gonna find it. I just know it. Good job. You doubled, tripled, quadrupled? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yay, Raphael. Awesome. Can you talk about Facebook pixels, affiliate links, universal links, how to track from website, back matter, Facebook ads? Oh my gosh, Marina, that's like a whole, that's like 10 videos. That's a lot. Facebook pixels they're pretty easy. It's just literally a thing that you get from your ads dashboard and put on your website, and then it tracks everyone. Affiliate links, still pretty easy. You can literally Google affiliate links, sign up for affiliate links, Google, sign up for affiliate links, Google Play, sign up for affiliate links, Apple, do the same thing, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, you will find where you need to go and fill out the stuff. I've already filled out the information, so I mean, I could give you the links, but I can't walk through the process because all the information's already there. Universal links, that's like books to read, and Genius links makes it easy for your readers to have one link to click, and then they have all the stores available. Back matter, man. I was eating dinner. Yay! Awesome. I love it, JC. Spices scene, yes. Yes. Popeyes never tastes bland. That would have been a red flag for me too. Yay! Awesome, Stephanie. We knew the literary gods were going to save you. We knew it. We knew. I've had that scare too, though, and I was freaking out, but it was magically still there. It was magically still there. Okay, how about we set some intentions for this 25-minute? Okay, where am I at in my doc? My allergies are acting up right now. Okay, so this is where I am. Okay, I need a chapter break. All right. I'm going to shoot for 400 words. If I can get 600, I'd be super happy because I'd probably be very close to finishing this chapter. It's actually the prologue, so it doesn't need to be a gazillion words long, but you know. You do pay for Genius links. It's based on how many clicks you get. So like if you're a newer author, it'll be cheaper. I don't know what it is. I think it used to be like, was it $10 for, let me go look before I tell y'all wrong. Because you know one of my haters will be like, oh, she's giving the wrong advice in her videos and her live streams. Pricing. Okay, so it's $5 a month for up to 2,000 clicks. After 2,000 clicks, you'll pay $2 per 1,000 clicks. Okay, you get 14-day free trial. So the good thing about it is if you're a newer author, you'll probably pay like $5 a month because most likely you're not going to get 2,000 clicks in a month. When you start scaling up and you're using these links pretty much everywhere and you're building your newsletter and you've got the links on your website and you're releasing a lot and you're using them in your back matter and all of that, then you'll probably get over 2,000 clicks and then you'll pay the $2 per 1,000. So yeah, it's affordable and it's easy for you to scale up because, say, for example, you are in Kindle Unlimited, right? And you've got all of your books formatted. You'll just saw my laptop go to dark mode. That's why the howler changed. So I don't even know what I was saying. That threw me off. I remembered. So if you're in KU, for example, you cannot, or on Amazon, Amazon does not like links from for other stores, right? They don't want you to put Apple links. I think Draft to Digital will reject documents if it's got different links. Like one of the stores does not like it when you put the other store's links. I think it's Amazon. It could be Apple. I remember this being a big deal back in the day when I was publishing on my own. And so the good thing about something like Genius Links, for example, is you essentially can create your Genius link with your affiliates. It tracks your affiliates. You put them into your account and it knows that this is your Amazon affiliate and this is your Google Play affiliate and this is your Apple affiliate. And so it's automatically connecting those links to your affiliates. So that's pretty easy to keep up with. But say you're in KU and you're like, you know what, KU sucks. I'm giving it the deuces. I'm going to go wide. Well, if you have 15 books and you've got all these links in the back just directly to Amazon, Apple's going to be like, no, you can't do that. We're not going to let you promote Amazon on our platform. So in that scenario, instead of having to reformat 15 books or however many are in your backlist, you'd be good because you're using a Genius link, and that's not something that you would need to change. It would stay the same for the next book in your series. And then you would just go into Genius Links, update all of your other wide links to lead them to their proper store. And it just makes it easier when you are doing stuff like that. That's just one example. Also with Genius Links, you can put stuff like your website, right? So you can put all of your distributors, Amazon, Apple, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, and then you can put links to your website to get signed to paperback copies of that specific book that you've got your Genius link set up for. You can do, like, if you have a Patreon, you can put a link to your Patreon there. And so you can build literally like a page for each book that you can use on all these different distributors that makes your life so much easier, that also connects to your affiliate link. So you're not having to keep up with all that. So the $5 per month is totally worth it. I'm not an affiliate. I mean, I might have an affiliate link. We use it. We pay for it. I don't know. It's great. I would recommend it. All that to say, yes, you pay for it. I could have just said, yes, you pay for it, but people ask me questions, I feel like I have to give the full answer because that's just doing you a disservice if I don't. Yes, 350, 500, 500. US, yeah, a lot of them are US centric, but Barnes & Noble is Canada, is Canadian based. I mean, Kobo, is Canadian based. Google Play, you get to choose the main country that you want your worldwide pricing to be based off of. So I guess the only one that would really be US based specifically is Barnes and Noble. The other ones are based in other places. And you can choose on Apple too when you use Producer, you can choose what your main currency is that all the other prices are based off of. So of course, like I use USD, but if I was in Europe, I would use a euro, obviously, and I would base all my pricing off of the euro. So I guess it just kind of depends. I don't know what other ones. I'm trying to think. Draft to Digital, does it start in US pricing first too? I think it does. I believe it does. The other ones, though, they're not really US based. 437, 600, 250, 400, 5 pages, 300. Oh no, did you? I've only had one scare like that, and it was my fault. Well, I've had two. I had one where it just auto crashed for no reason. And then I had one where my laptop died, and I really thought it was gone because I didn't plug it in. I know it gives me the warnings to plug it in, but I just totally ignored it. Genius Links is like Books to Read. Books to Read is the Draft to Digital one that's free, right? I like to use Genius Links because you can use the affiliates. I don't think that you can do that in Books to Read, unless I'm wrong and they've changed that. Back in the day, you couldn't. Maybe you can now. I don't know. And I don't believe Books to Read lets you add all of your own links in there too if you wanted to. Could be wrong about that. It's been a long time since I've looked at Books to Read. I've used it before. Have we used it before? Maybe not. Maybe it was one of those times I was just kind of researching it. What do you use these links for? In the back of books. Why would I send them to a book landing page on my website when I can send them to the basically all the links that they would possibly need to purchase the next book? That's just adding another trigger point for them to go to then to click, and the more times you have someone click, there is a point of diminishing returns where you will bring your readers to so many different places that they'll just give up. And so you'll lose, like, there's some percentage with every click that they have to make where you lose that person who would have bought your book. So just make it as easy as possible. That's why back in the day people would have formats for different stores. So you would have a format for Apple, you'd have a format for Amazon, you'd have a format for this one and this one and this one, because you wanted to bring them directly to that book and to that link. So don't bring them on a rabbit trail to get to the next book. Bring them to the quickest place possible to get it. I mean, we used to use our landing page, but they just make it so easy with Genius Links and tracking and all of that. It's great for $5. Yeah, Amazon doesn't like links. Apple is very strict with it too. They'll literally reject an upload. I don't know if Kobo is as bad, but I know that a lot of them will be like, nope, unidentified link, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, Genius Links does do that. So, for example, if you have a bunch of readers in the UK and they want to get your next book and you've written up this thing in the back of the book leading them to purchase the next one because you left them on this amazing cliffhanger and they're like, oh my God, I need this book now. When they click that link, it brings them to all of the page with all the distributors or whatever, and they can click on Amazon and they're going directly to their store, not going to a US store, then having to Amazon be like, oh, do you mean this Canada store or whatever it is? So Genius Links is very good about that too. Sorry, I'm talking too much. I can feel it. I feel like I'm just talking way too much. I do that. 350. Yes. Okay. Awesome. You can do it, Candace. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. And the thing is like Amazon does not want you to put an Apple link in there. And Apple does not want you to put an Amazon link in there because they're competitors. Why would you want your competitors' links there to pull people potentially away from your store to go to somewhere else? So, I mean, I get it. I totally understand, but it is super annoying, especially back in the day when we all thought that, before Genius Links existed and Books to Read, none of that stuff existed. We were all using our websites for that stuff. But now people have seen that there's a need for this, and places like Genius Links, Books to Read, whatever exist. And so it makes it much easier to lead your reader to the very next book all at once. So you only need a format one time instead of doing it a million gazillion different ways. The problem with leading them directly to your website is click here to get the next book. Instead of clicking and getting their store, they're clicking, going to your website, looking at that page, and then they're trying to find their store, and then they're clicking on that. And then if you've got a US link and they're UK, then they've got to click another link and you lose them. The probability of them buying that book has now just like dropped to 10 to 20% when you might have had an 80% chance of really getting that sell if you would have just led them to Genius Links and let them click on that and go to their store. So every time you lead someone somewhere else when they're trying to purchase something, there is a point where you're just going to lose them completely. And they might not come back They might just be like, I'm done with this. So, all right, we've set intentions. We've got our minutes. I said I'm going to write 400, and let's do the howler. Let's do the howler. Okay, so we're going to start this. We're going to plant our tree, look for the poll for the next sprint on YouTube, and good luck, everyone. Let's rock this. looks like 25 went again. So let me create another room. Let me create another room. All right. This sprint went pretty good. I did not finish the prologue. I'm thinking we'll probably do 2 more sprints. So we'll do this 25 and then maybe a 20-minute. So that'll give me time to finish this prologue and stop at a good place because I don't want to overdo it at the beginning of this book. While I'm still trying to fully learn these characters. You never want to rush the beginning. Okay. PZG PTSG. These codes are looking small. They're looking shorter. All right. So our howler is up. Our forest app is there. Our poll is closed. Let me tell y'all how I did. Real quick. Let's see. Got to do some math. Where's my word count? Oh, there it is. I got 383. So I didn't quite meet my goal of 400, but I'm okay with that because I got some quality words in, and that's really what matters here. So the next sprint is going to be 25 minutes as well. Sprint 5 will be either 20 or 15 or 20. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how far I am because I don't want to start another chapter. So the last sprint will be determined by how far I get the sprint. So let's see how you guys did. Hey Morgan, how are you? I love face masks. Wanted 5, got 4, took a quick shower first. Awesome, Kimberly, dang, you showered and got 4 pages? You're welcome, Shay. Just take it one day at a time. I mean, all of this stuff is not, like, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. And eventually, all this knowledge is kind of like building blocks. And so you just learn as you go. And you learn by making mistakes. And you learn by testing things. And you learn by doing self-publishing the way that you do it. Of course, like, I can give all the advice in the world, but without actually doing the thing and learning if that works for you, if it doesn't work for you, then, you know, my advice means nothing if it's not put into play. So I'm glad. Genius Links is great. Ooh, awesome. 300, actual 535, 432, 506. Dang, killing it, Ninja. Yay, awesome. Yes, Deirdre. Slow and steady. You're getting tired? Oh my gosh, have you lost your night owl hours? Yay, good job, Candace. 6 got 575. I had to eat dinner though. Yes. I ate a early dinner or a late lunch. I don't know. I ate at like 5. I'm sure I'm gonna be like, man, I'm starving once the sprint's over. It's okay. We will do 2 more sprints. We've got this one and then another one, and then we'll call it a night. Depending on how I feel tomorrow, I may be back tomorrow. I will definitely not be finishing these 2 chapters in these sprints. Yay, awesome. Yes, you can do it. Yay, with breaks, that's awesome. Good job. 460. Dang. Good job, Ninja. That's a lot. At bedtime. That's funny. Good job, Terralyn. Yay. Dang, Nuria, 892. Jeez. Yay, that's awesome. Yes, on a roll for sure. You were totally on a roll. Perfect. Yes. Oh my gosh, Deidre. Who are you right now? Who are you? There's no more night owls left. I'm up at like 4 a.m. by myself these days. Not because I want to be. It's because I've been having a hard time sleeping. So y'all make sure to hydrate. Oops. Currently rereading my story that I haven't visited for a few months. That's always fun. I went to Inkers, was it 2 weekends ago? 3 weekends ago? When was Inkers Con? It was recently. And they had these round tables, which even if you do digital, you will not get to take part in those. But they had these round tables, and there is an author who is at this round table who is very, very popular. Like, she's been publishing for 20 plus years. I won't name drop her though. And you had to go around the table. I hate stuff like this, by the way. I hate going around the table and telling people about yourself or like your strengths and weaknesses. Like, I hate that. But I was a part of the thing, and I'm going to be a team player, and I'm going to participate. And so we had to go around this table, and we had to be like, what is our pros and what are our weaknesses? And of course, you know, I can list a million gazillion weaknesses I have, but the main one was I hate editing. It's my toxic trait. I'm very, very open about this thing with you guys, with everyone. You guys know I hate editing, and I'm really, 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 really trying to love it. And she said something to me that was like a light bulb moment. And she said that it was a very long conversation, but essentially she said, well, why do you hate it? And so, of course, I explained myself. It's like writer therapy, right? At these round tables. And so I'm like, well, you know, I have ADHD. Like it's like you don't get to be creative. You have to be very analytical. I know how important it is to edit. I know that it needs to be good. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of, I just hate editing. I don't like the process of it, but I understand the importance of it. So I do it to make the book better, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And she was like, I used to be exactly like you, and I used to hate it. And I could write very fast. And then when I would go back to editing, it was torture. It was literal torture for me. And she said that what she started doing was, instead of waiting until the very, 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 very end, because I have my process that I've been stuck in my ways for a very long time. I know this is a rabbit trail, but there's a point. Instead of waiting until the very end, why not just wait a day or a couple days to where that chapter that you wrote is no longer fresh, but you don't wait until you've written the whole book to go back and edit it. You do it as you go, but with the amount of time that you need to look at it with fresh eyes. And like at that moment, I was like, you know what? I never thought of doing that. Like millions, over 1 million words written. Okay. Like, I never thought of doing that. And so the point is, with this book, I am going to try to edit as I'm still in the writing cave, because usually I just write. It's writing time. It's fun, simple. That's all we're going to do. And so this time I'm going to try to write for a couple days, and I'm going to let chapters sit for like a week, and then I'm going to go and edit those chapters that I wrote. And so then when I paste it into the main document, it should be good, right? It should be good. And then possibly, crossing my fingers, editing hell won't be so difficult on me. So, that's what I'm trying this book. It's a new process. I've never done it before, but we're going to go with it because she's written a gazillion books and has been doing this for like 30 years. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I just told y'all that. Maybe it helps somebody else, I don't know. 5 AM? Oh my god. The one time, JC. I love staying up. I am usually in bed, like, there's a window right here, and I'm, like, laying in bed, and I'm like, "Oh god, the sun's coming up." I did it again. Yeah, I've been having a hard time going to sleep. Even melatonin's not working. Probably need to go to the doctor. Yes, Ninja, same thing. That I don't is it something in the air? Like, I feel like it's not working, and I'm so tired, and I wanna go to bed, but I can't. Oh my gosh, Carolyn. Yes, yes. I know how that is, Ariel. 6:30 on your own? Wow. Yeah, Carolyn, it was a mind-blowing moment. Yeah, I can see that. Hey, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because you know what? If I can I will never be the type of author who edits as they write. I can't do that. There are some people who, like, they've got to have the correct sentence right then, and it takes them forever to write. They will just go over this one paragraph for 45 minutes to 2 hours just to make sure every word is in the right place. I am more of like a speed writer. And so if I think about a chapter before I write it, I usually have the beats in place, all the stuff visualized in my head. So then I can literally just type it out pretty fast. I think that if I give it the time and I give it a week between chapters, I will have enough space between writing it and letting it sit that I can read it with fresh eyes. Because if I read this chapter tomorrow, it would still be too fresh for me. I wouldn't be able to mark it up in the same way that if I let it sit. So I'm gonna try it. I will keep you guys updated. No, so yes, but no, like not exactly right then, but like I'm gonna try to write the prologue through chapter 4. I have this chunk of like 5 chapters in this book. I'm gonna try to write it this week. And then actually, no, I'm gonna try prologue chapter 1 and 2, 3 chapters. I'm going to try to edit it on like Thursday or Friday and just spend the daytime hours doing that so then I can go back to writing that night. And then the next week, do the next 3 or 4 chapters and try to do it like that. I don't know. It might be a disaster. Yes, Stacey, yes. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it could suck. I've never done it before, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. It's draining. Early bird writers, I don't know, Brooke T, not me. No, 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 no. You suggested reading it after I wrote it. I can't do that. Like, I have to let it sit, but maybe I don't have to let it sit so long. So, like, I'm writing this chapter today, June 25th. Maybe I don't have to wait until the middle of July to read it. Maybe I can just wait till next week and then read those 3 chapters. We'll see. My brain might be like, no, girl, this ain't working. Oh, like I've tried everything: calm music, ASMR, meditation, sleep meditation, anxiety meditation, anxiety relief ASMR. I've tried binaural beats. I've tried I've tried it all. Yes. Over the counter? Which one? Brooke, tell me. Tell me which one, because I will go and buy it like tomorrow. Um, but I think this is my problem. I do. Like I've pretty much narrowed it down. I think it's anxiety. That's not letting me fall asleep because I take melatonin. I want to go to bed, but I can't go to bed. Um, Yes, Ninja, I'm telling you, melatonin. Yeah, it's seriously, like, you can take melatonin, and I take time release melatonin, and it says, like, you need 8 hours of sleep. If you don't have 8 hours of sleep taking this, like, you're gonna be groggy, and when I worked corporate, I know how that feels, and so I'll take it, and I'll stay up for, like, an entire 8 hours, and it's pumping melatonin into me, and then the next day I wake up and I'm like, "I feel like a zombie right now." Shut up, Deidre. Brooke edits as she writes. So, like, she's writing and, like, she's making sure it's perfect, like, right then. I could never. I could never. I don't even fix my squiggly lines until like, after I paste it. Maybe so. Yeah, try it. Tearlyn, it was a mind-blowing moment for me. No, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. Okay. Magnesium. I have some in my calm drink. Probably. Get me a tranquilizer. If you told me if I did, like, a handstand for 45 minutes, it would make me fall asleep, I would do it. There is a lot to be anxious about. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm just glad I'm not alone, that you guys suffer with the same stuff I do. So, yeah, like, I mean, not right now, but when I wanna go to bed, I do feel tired and sleepy. I just toss and turn. I thought maybe it was because my thermostat wasn't at, like, my temperature, so I started turning it down to, like, 70 degrees. People up in the Midwest are gonna be like, "70 degrees of sleep? That's too hot." But that's cool in my house, 70, and I'm like, "It's not the temperature." Stephanie. I've tried the sleepy time tea. I've tried the calm drink. I've tried the calm chewables. I've tried the calm gummies. I've tried it all. If you tell me something that I can buy over the counter that'll make me go to sleep, I've bought it. ZQuil doesn't work for me. It just keeps me awake, so that doesn't work either. Right? Emily, I used to pretty heavily, like, back in the day when all this stuff was going on, but, like, I haven't recently. Maybe that's maybe you're onto something with getting to sleep early and getting, same. But anyway, sorry to bring y'all on that little adventure, but that's what I'm gonna try with edits. Yeah, maybe it'll help y'all. I'm gonna try it, and if it works, then I'll make a video about it and be like, "Hey, was my process. I did this process for basically 10 years, and I've changed my process to this because maybe it will help me mentally when I'm editing." If I focus on my chapters and getting them good, like, where I'm proud of them, like, really proud of them, then when they're in the main document and Brooke is reading them, I'm like, they're good. And then I can just pretty much solely focus on her chapters when I'm doing the full read through. Like, I'll read mine and cut stuff that's repetitive, whatever. But then maybe I won't have to go so hard on myself. It's making sense up there. I don't know. Can y'all see the wheels turning? Um, okay. Okay, so let's start our howler and plant our tree, and I'll meet you back here in 25 minutes. Good luck, everybody. Oh, I'm shooting for 500. So let's do it. did you guys do? How did you do? I got oh, dang it. Didn't write down my starting word count for that sesh. At 479. Did I not set an intention? I guess I didn't. That's weird. I thought I did. Okay. So this will be our last and final sprint for the night. I think we should do a 15-minute. So I think 15 minutes would be great. Let me change the forest app so you guys can join me for this last and final sprint. I'm pretty excited about it. I am almost done with the prologue. Brooke, I think you're gonna love this prologue because I'm really liking it right now. I envisioned this like 4 or 5 days ago, and I was like, man, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. It's cute. It's cute. Well, kind of cute. It's kind of like, dang. But you know how it goes. 5GH, 5Z9SG. Let's try that. Let's try that. Okay. Let me go to, where did my StreamYard go? Okay, perfect. Did I change my howler? 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Let me write down my starting word count because that would be great. Okay. Okay, so for 15 minutes, I'm gonna shoot for 150 words because I think I'm pretty much at the end of this. And I want to go back up to the top and make sure that I have properly set this up. Because this is the prologue. It's the backstory. It needs to be good. It can't suck. Good night, Deidre. Yeah, good night. I hope you get some rest. With you, not at you. Oh. Wanted 6 and got 6. Good job. 649. Awesome. Had to read what I wrote a couple months ago. That's okay. I didn't count that time. So it's all right. 439. I finished a chapter. Woohoo. 614 that time with the sounds of Disney nursery rhymes in the background. Oh my gosh. I got 641 and finished a chapter. Yay! Amazing. 837. Jen, oh my gosh. That's incredible. Intention 300. Reckon I might be able to do 400. 150. I love it. Yes. Yes. I'm going to try to relax after this. I have some admin stuff to do and probably work for a little bit longer. I mean, I'm going to finish writing after this. I'm going to cut off the writing and then I'm going to switch brains to do this other stuff that's on my list. And then I'll probably be back tomorrow to sprint, possibly. As long as I wake up in a good mood. If I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I'll be like, I don't want to be online. Yes. Awesome. It's okay. That's okay. Okay. Are we ready to do this? Are you guys ready to go for 15 minutes? I do not have a ponytail holder and this hair is bothering me. I need to just keep them all over the house. That's what I need to do. It'll be fine. I can handle it for 15 minutes. All right. So, does everyone who wants to join the forest app here joined? You're good? Okay. All right. So we're going to start this last and final sprint. I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. It's really helped me get back into the writing mode. So, thank you so much. You are awesome. You're the real MVPs here. So, let's start this. Let's plant this tree, and I'll meet you back here in 15 minutes. Good luck, guys. how did y'all do? I got a total of 10 words. And that's okay because I wrote a lot more words in a text message. So, but yeah, I think I will read back over this at a later time and fix that other stuff that I wanted to fix up at the top. But I'm very happy with what I was able to accomplish tonight. I got 1,708 words. 1,708 words. Yes, during the sprint sesh. So that is my prologue. It's kind of a long prologue, but it's kind of also needed because this character we don't know a lot about. In the other books, they were already kind of set up, so you didn't need to know kind of like some backstory. So yeah. Anyway, I'm very happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and save it because Stephanie has me a little bit with some PTSD over Scrivener. So, but anyway, how did y'all do? I know I need them everywhere. 198 words. Yay. Just hit some major writers, but oh, that's okay, Ninja. It's getting late. So yeah. Yes, absolutely. Good night, Ninja. I hope to see you back tomorrow. I hope I'm still welcome. Huh? You're still welcome. I don't know what you're talking about. What fireworks show? Yay, awesome. Another 4 pages read. Yay. With Brooke and wrote 4 pages. That's amazing. Yes, thank you, JC. I appreciate it. Yes, I will try to be back tomorrow. So prologues, it varies. Like we've had prologues. I think the last one I wrote was 700 words. I don't know. It was short. It was a shorty. And then we've had prologues that are 2,500 words. It just depends on what the story needs to set the stage for whichever character you're trying to develop at the beginning. Our chapters usually range from 2,500 to 3,500 words, but they can go up to 5,000, 6,000 words when we can't wrap it up. But yeah, I mean, they're typically shorter than a chapter. They're typically shorter than 2,500 words. But that's okay. Well, that is okay. 330, awesome, Shirley. 1038 total, Candace, awesome. Yeah, 1,000 words with 2 toddlers. Not all heroes wear capes. You did that. Amazing. Yes, awesome. Hey, how are you? Yes, thank you. I'm so glad y'all are here. Good job, Terrelyn. 150, got 607. 364 this round, but I started late. Oops. Yay, 2557. That's incredible. Yeah. I got a total of 1086 words tonight. Hey, Terrelyn, it's just the warm-up. This is the warm-up sprint. It's 1,000 words in a couple hours, hanging out with friends. Like, that's winning in my opinion, right? 553, good job. Yay, it's okay. It's okay. You're so welcome. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to wrap this up. I will probably see you again tomorrow, depending on if I wake up on the right side of the bed or not. I'm sure I will. And I will make sure to put a photo or let y'all know in the community tabs, and I'll try to schedule it at least a few hours beforehand, so then you're not just, randomly going, oh, she's writing. I try to let y'all know with some time so you can plan to join me if you want to. So that's all I have. I hope that y'all have a good night. I hope that y'all get some good rest. And I will see you tomorrow, maybe in the afternoon, maybe at night. I don't know, whatever I'm feeling like tomorrow. We'll see. We'll just roll some dice and figure it out. But I hope y'all have a good night, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. See you later.